Friday, November 30th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here along with you, and it's another quiet, cold start to our day at the time I'm cutting this video here on this Friday morning. No precipitation to be found. I'll run down temperatures here in just a second. Now, on the other side of the country, there's a lot of problems all the way from the Rockies and then especially right up the west coast there, all the way from Washington, Oregon, down through California. Check out some of this heavy rain that's occurring around parts of Washington State there and down toward Oregon and then down in northern California too. Just a drenching of rain. The highest elevations, it's snow and a lot of it. And this is one of a series of storm systems that's going to pound the west coast here over the next several days. Now, around here, all is quiet. We have 20s in the mountains, some 20s in the Piedmont. The bigger observing sites sitting in the 30s this morning. Highs yesterday were in the 50s, pretty much mountains to coast. And I think everybody a little bit warmer today, a lot of lower 60s creeping on the board this afternoon. Some high clouds have been moving overhead through the night. Nothing overly significant. We'll see a little bit of that high-level cloud cover at times, but nothing is going to cause any problems. High pressure giving us some nice weather coming up here over the next couple of days. You can see just maybe a few high clouds. That's about it. And we might start off the day with a little bit of low-hanging cloud cover or stratus on Saturday, but that'll erode away and we'll be left with a pretty good-looking day overall. Let's go to some of the modeling here. Here's the European this afternoon. We go out in time to next week, and here's your first trough swinging in Tuesday evening. They'll drive a cold front through by Wednesday, and then another more significant trough on the European by Sunday of next week, the 9th of December. Check out what's going on when we look at the northern hemisphere as a whole. Okay, we're looking here at this pretty significant trough that's been centered near Alaska. That's been very persistent. Now we go out in time. This is the European model, 180 hours from now. Notice the trough is still there, but it's moved a bit. And that allows a ridge to begin to build to the west coast. Out at 228 hours, you see that ridge is centered right over the west coast of the U.S., and that allows a nice trough to dive further eastward. The the European ensemble, rather, is sort of in agreement with that scenario, with that big Alaskan vortex or that trough giving way to some extent to a west coast ridge, at least temporarily. All right, let's take it day by day. A lot of sunshine mixed with some high clouds today. And again, the weekend looks good. Highs in the 60s. There's Saturday. There's Sunday right there. We go out to Monday, and that's the day we could see some low 70s creeping onto the board. And Tuesday, too. I think some low 70s are a possibility just ahead of that front. And then we get a quick hitting shower chance Tuesday night and Wednesday as that front moves on through. And then you can see the setup here on the GFS by the end of next week, Saturday evening, that next cold front moving in. And that sets the stage for what could be some interesting weather down the road in terms of the pattern overall. Look at, here's the GFS, 240 hours. So this is Sunday evening, the 9th of December. Notice the positioning of the ridge. It's on the GFS, the ridge is kind of centered off the west coast. On the European, it's centered over the western U.S., and that, of course, makes a difference with the orientation of troughs and storm systems as they swing through. But the bottom line is there's some signs here for the second 10 days of December of a different type of weather pattern than what we're going to see for the first 10 days. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless.